So, sir, this is a very long time ago. I was 4.5 years old, and my father and my mother they saw this spark of playing cricket and my interest of playing cricket. So they bought me my first bat, which was I still remember. It was an MRF bat that my father gifted me, and I was mad crazy about that bat that time because my favorite player that time was Sachin Tendulkar. My first cricket academy would be Goregaon Sports Club, and my first coach was Mr. Suresh Shetty. He's an ex Ranji Trophy player. I was this again. This is a very long story, but in short, he first rejected me because I was way too young to play season ball cricket. But then he saw that spark in me, he saw the talent, and that was the time he approached me and he said that I want you to practice with me so that we can build your cricket career. My first breakthrough moment in cricket would be when I was picked to represent Mumbai under 16. My name was not there in the initial list, but due to some players getting out because of some issues, then I was picked, and that was kind of a surprise for me. So that would be my first breakthrough in the cricket. So there are many performances, but I would like to shortlist a few. The topmost would be still the century that I scored for my college. That was Thakur College, which is in Kandivali. We were playing a shield match or something. I don't remember the name of the tournament, but that would be the number one. After that, all the innings. I have played many innings here in Mumbai, but since I moved to Canada after that, there are many innings that I played in Canada. So one would be there was this T20 competition. I scored 43 not out of 24 balls, including six sixes and three fours approx. And my bowling figures were 4 overs, 12 runs, and 3 wickets against one of the leading clubs in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I was not out and I hit the winning run. So that would be the second most. And then another one wouldn't be my batting but my bowling. I was playing DC Big Bash where I was able to scalp wickets of international players like Fargat Singh, who represented Punjab Ranji Trophy, and Sammi Aslam, who is an international cricketer for the Pakistan international cricket team. So those two, and these are some of the most important innings of my life. There are more, but these three make highlights. So in Canada, I play for Winnipeg Blues. This is the jersey, and this is the club that was formed way many years ago. And we have like four clubs, like a club, but with four teams in different divisions. So I represent the elite division team, and the owner of my club is also the sponsor of our jerseys and everything. He takes care of everything. His name is Mr. Manoj Chaudhary. With him, there is Jairaj Shroff and Kulvinder Johal. These three guys are like the pillars for our club who take care of almost all the functioning of the club and make sure that the teams are very organized and we don't face any consequences during the season. Few things I like about my club. It's like we are very organized when it comes to few things. Although there are flaws with all the clubs that play around the world, but what matters to our club is how we take like the lessons that we take from our mistakes and how we try to improve it. We have very great talents in our club who are looking to play a great level of cricket in Canada, and how the club supports those players and what they do. That is a very big highlight of Winnipeg Blues. These are some of the things that I like about my club. Canadian cricket, two things. I mean, two things is a very short stuff, but two things if I want to highlight is that Canadian cricket now has way more opportunities than people even know of, because when there is off season in India, I see most of the IPL players, most of Ranji Trophy players coming to US and Canada to, so that they don't have an off season. So they come to US and Canada to practice. So this makes like young players like us to have more opportunities to play with international players with big names, and also the kind of the fixtures and the kind of momentum that they follow. It's more of like if you perform, you're in. If you don't, then you're out. So it's like giving fair chances to everyone. So these are the two things that I like about Canadian cricket. Mumbai Cricket. I have spent all my life with Mumbai Cricket, so I it would be very hard for me to name two things. But number one would be the availability of resources, the grounds, the equipments, the coaches, and everything. Like, I mean, we can go anywhere in the world, but we might not find such great coaches or the infrastructure that Mumbai Cricket Association has developed. And also the kind of grounds, the gymkhanas, everything with Mumbai Cricket Association is just fabulous. And on a daily basis, I see many emerging players coming out of Mumbai Cricket. So that would be two things. My favorite cricket brand. I don't have a favorite cricket brand as of now, but I have always admired MRF. I know that's not a cricket brand, but how it feels on the bat and the way the bat looks when there is an MRF logo on it, it always drives me crazy. So I would say MRF. Speaking of MRF, I believe that you already have an idea. It would be Virat Kohli. I never, I would never idolize anyone else. Although there are favorite cricketers that I had in the past, but going forward, I wouldn't be able to move on from what Virat Kohli has achieved in his life, and not just as a sports person, but also what kind of person he is in outside sports life. So that makes me like him a little more and idolize him. So I would pick Virat Kohli for this. In the coming future, I since I moved to Canada, I have met many international players, but two of them would be Tajinder Singh Dhillon and Mr. Harmeet Singh. We have been in touch. He keeps on communicating with me. I keep on communicating with him. He gives me a lot of tips, both of those guys. So I'm really looking forward to travel to the USA and share the field with these two legends. For young players, I would just say like I have many things, but the most important would be to always believe in yourself, to love what you do, and to play cricket just as a game. Because if we make cricket our life, it's gonna harm us in some or the other way. So if we treat cricket as a game, we enjoy cricket, and I believe that's how we're gonna reap the fruits of cricket. If we just make it a part of our life, not our life. So being
Correct.
focused and doing what you love matters.
Great.